Hello and welcome to our live Halloween sublimation crafting. And we are joined by MakerFlow today, and we're going to be using all MakerFlow products. So you can find anything that we're using on the MakerFlow website, and that we have a QR code in the corner, link in the description. You can head to link.craftingcamps.com/shop MakerFlow. Any of those ways to find the blanks and supplies we're using.
I am so excited to do this because I am in Halloween mode. It is not yet October. We have a few more hours. I am so ready to be in fall mode, to be in Halloween mode, to say goodbye to summer and just move into the new season.
I mean, does spooky season ever really stop?
That's a good point. It's a good point.
I was going to say, Sam, you should introduce yourself.
I'm Sam. I'm from MakerFlow. I'm the project coordinator here. I also help with our social media, and I like to do a lot of crafting, so I get to have fun on these lives with you guys.
Yay!
We love having Sam with us. We love MakerFlow. So yeah, they sent us just a bunch of stuff. So we're just going to make Halloween crafts today, guys. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, and if this is totally casual. If you have questions as we go along, comments, you just want to chat along with us, feel free to drop those in the live chat. We can see those as they come in, and we can definitely answer any questions you have. So what's everyone making today? Cori, what are you going to make?
I'm going to use these zippered glitter pouches. They're sublimation glitter pouches. I love these. They are so fun. Get them up closer to my camera. They are almost holographic. And so I have a bunch of different designs that we can go through. I'm going to have you guys help me pick which designs to use because I want to see how different designs, turn out on this sort of holographic glitter background.
So they sent us glow-in-the-dark tumblers, and you all, I could not go with do a Halloween live without a glow-in-the-dark tumbler in my life. So I am going to sublimate a glow-in-the-dark tumbler. I did sublimate one yesterday, so I can show you a video of the glow that I was able to get with this, and I'm super impressed. It turned out so good. So I'm excited about this one. So,
I'm going to be a little ambitious. I'm going to be a little ambitious today, and I actually have basically the box that I sent you guys just kind of next to me. So I'm just going to use some of the things from here, but my goal is to get at least one tumbler done and one acrylic keychain. So that way they can have a matching little set.
See? Look at you, going all out. I may make 2 tumblers because you sent 3 tumblers and I have 3 grandkids. So there has to be 3 tumblers made at some point.
I love that, Angie.
It makes sense. It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Someone's never heard of MakerFlow. So let's talk a little bit about MakerFlow as we're prepping some stuff here. So MakerFlow sells all sorts of craft supplies, your sublimation crafting supplies, laser crafting supplies, UV resin crafting supplies. What am I missing, Sam?
Glitter.
Epoxy supplies. It's also got did we say we said engraving, right?
Yep. Yeah, I said laser. So yeah.
Yep. All kinds of fun stuff. And on top of that, there's also just kind of additives too. So we have different markers, we have glitters, we have, as I sent you guys, glow powder, which is so much fun with the different resin crafts. But there's so many things really. And then including that, we also have the supplies you need for your printer, all kinds of good stuff.
They even sell the printers. So if you need a printer or a laser, then you can also head to MakerFlow and check that out. So in my opinion, best part about MakerFlow is the build a bundle. So that's basically that you can, if you want multiple things of something. So what I can't stand is when I go to another website and I need to order 25 of one thing. On MakerFlow, you can build your own bundle and get a variety of products, but still save. So that's one of my favorite parts.
I think my favorite part about MakerFlow is that you guys have products that nobody else has because you actually design your own products. And, I know that John and Mark were just in China, working with the factories to come up with new products. And there's just stuff, you guys have stuff that nobody else has. And so it's really fun to, go on your site because it's not things that we find everywhere else.
Exactly. And I will tell you too, not only do they love to innovate at the factory. The factory also loves to surprise them. So you guys might have heard that we're launching the 20-ounce skinny sublimation tumblers with the handles this week. They're going out this week because we just got them in a container and we didn't know they were coming until they were on their way here. So like the manufacturer was literally so excited that they had the product ready to go. They're like, it's great. We already sent it to you. And we're like, what? We need samples. We need pictures. Like we need... so these are coming like way quicker than we expected, but they're amazing. I've already gotten to work with them a little bit, and we've tested out some of the handles, and they're looking pretty cool.
Yeah. So one of the things I love about, you have quite a few different tumblers that do this. One of the things that's really difficult when you're sublimating or engraving a tumbler is that the handle gets in the way, right? So whatever you're doing, you want to be able to you have to remove the handle with the screws and put it all back together and all of that. Instead, MakerFlow came up with this idea to have the handle actually be part of the rim of the cup instead of part of the body of the cup. So you can just screw the handle on, screw the handle off. You can use it with or without the handle. You can change out the colors of the handles. We're not doing any of that today, but honestly, their tumblers are very, very cool.
Definitely, yeah, and it's like that for the 30s, the 40s, and then we also introduced it like the electroplated ones. So those ones are really fun too to mix with the handles.
So another thing is your packaging. So say this glow in the dark tumbler, it came in a glow in the dark box, you all. So for selling products, their products are amazing because the packaging, you can sell it right in this box. Like after I make it, I can pop it in this box and sell it. It's like one of my favorite things. And then I was just like removing everything from this to start wrapping it. And you also include that care tag, which is another great thing for sellers to like pop the care tag back in there when you're done sublimating and sell it with that care tag.
Exactly. Yeah, we try to think of all those little things because I mean, when you're at your shows or when you're booking your customers, like you'll mention all those things to them, right? But they get the product and they're not going to remember any of that. So unless you like physically send them, it's almost like a note in your lunchbox, like that your mom used to send you, right? Yeah. So unless you send them with that note, like they're not going to remember to have a good day, right? You have to send that.
So this is my design for the glow in the dark tumbler. I did want to say that like having white in your design for the glow in the dark makes it glow way more. So I do recommend some kind of design with some white for the glow in the dark tumbler.
All right.
Exactly. That's a great point.
Does anybody want to vote on which designs I should use? So I have 6 designs here, and who knows, maybe I'll make them all. I don't know. But I thought it would be fun if anybody wanted to give me like which ones they want me to try, because the different designs are going to look different with this background, right? Because this is not just a white sublimation blank, so it is going to end up looking a little bit different. So I have a couple designs here, so just shout it out in the comments which ones I should make. So, and they're all going to be backwards, I think, right?
I want to vote, so here, let me make you bigger.
So I was like, can you make me backwards?
Let's make you bigger. If you're backwards, I can also fix that. Are you backwards? No, you're not backwards.
Well, I was going to say, you can make me backwards, and then my art will be forwards.
Let's see. Look.
There we go. Okay. So this one is sort of it's kind of a holographic look. So it has almost a rainbow that you can't really tell because of the sublimation print. But
that'll be so cool with
blue,
the shimmer.
Sort of. I also have just a spooky goose. Yeah, I gotta love the geese. I have
the goose. Just stop.
I got one with a bunch of colors. I thought colors would be good. Hocus Pocus here in color. I got one that's all black that says Scary Stories with the cute little cat and the ghost. I have more ghosts. I have these like, I don't know, gothic coquette ghosts. These are kind of really popular right now.
Oh, those are cute.
I like this one. It says busy making spooky choices. These are all from Creative Fabrica. So in the comments, let me know which one you guys think I should make, and I'll start making my first project over here.
Or you can make several, because you know it's going to be a
Or I can make several. All right, somebody says spooky goose. Somebody says boo. All right, we got some options here.
My vote's definitely on the first one you showed, that iridescent one, because that'll look really cool with the glitter shimmer.
Okay, I'm going to try this one first, but I think I'm getting other people saying spooky goose. Oh, and Scary Stories can help us. Guys, you need to be more exact here. Oh, I totally forgot. I need tape. I always forget something. I have to walk away from my desk or else it's not a video.
Don't worry, I sent you some.
Oh, yes. So their heat resistant tape is clear, you all. So I was just using it to put on I like to put a strip on the back of my sublimation print on the seam. Yeah, so clear heat resistant tape. If you've had trouble with like tape marks and things like that, clear heat resistant tape from MakerFlow.
Definitely. And there's not only that, but there's 2 different sizes. So if you like the thin tape, we've got the skinny. If you like the thicker tape like I'm using, we have the wide tape as well. So really a lot of options for you.
So
Which one would you say is your guys' favorite?
I like to mix them. I literally have, let me show you. So there's my tape dispenser, and I like the skinny and the fat together. And I kind of like to like alternate them when I'm doing a tumbler. And I just feel like it helps me like the skinny to like pull it a little bit tighter. I don't know. I alternate them down the seam.
Nice. No, I'll mix and match too on most days, but I went for this one first. So I'm just going to see what happens.
I'm using the MakerFlow handheld press for this.
Awesome.
I was really bummed when Cricut discontinued their little 5x6 press, and for years I was just mad about it. And then a year or 2 ago, MakerFlow came out with this little guy, and I was like, "Thank you for coming with a replacement for my other favorite."
They were making room for us. No,
they really were.
Now I will say, Angie, I think you and I are both wrapping for different techniques. So you're doing for the actual press, right?
Yes. So I'm going to use a press. You're going to use an oven, right?
So it might look like I am over taping the crud out of this one here, but that's just because unlike what Angie's doing, she's actually going to be able to put it in a press, and it's going to kind of like almost give it a warm hug with just the press itself. Well, there's no hugs from the oven. So you have to literally just really wrap, and give your own pressure to the cup, because there's nothing else that's going to do it for you. So unless you have everything. You
don't use shrink wrap?
No, ma'am.
I'm going to need a close-up. I'm going to need to see this.
I've never done it.
So, I mean, the only thing that I do, I think that's different is.
We need the close-up. Hold on. Let me make her picture.
All right, you're on the spot now, Sam.
Well, we wrap around the top and the bottom, and then at the very end, which is where I'm at right now, I would go ahead and overlap the top and the bottom, because basically what you want to do is just lock off all of the areas where any kind of air might sink in. So you're going to go ahead and just make sure that the paper is right up against that cup. That way you don't get any like ghosting or anything like that. Because even though it's a spooky cup, we don't want ghosts other than the design, right?
Okay.
That is so cool. So many people are like, they don't want to deal with the shrink wrap, and it's so hard to get off afterwards. Like that's going to be so much easier to get off.
Yeah, this is so much easier in my opinion. And I mean, yeah, it takes a little extra tape, but if you've gotten our tape rolls before, they're pretty thick and they're going to last you a while, regardless of how much you're using.
Yeah, they are thicker than the other tape rolls I have. I noticed that when I was like changing them out.
Awesome. And then I'm just going to go ahead and trim my over carry here. And then I'm going to pop this bad boy in the oven. I'm doing 375 for 6 minutes. And because our oven is tall enough, I can just stand this right up in there. I'm going to have to pop around to the front though. But I can just stand it up in the oven, and it can actually bake 12 cups at once, which is really neat.
Yeah, your oven is so big. Perfect for those that want like production type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Angie, can I get a zoom in over here?
Yep.
Hey, Siri, set a timer for 6 minutes.
Look at her. That's fancy.
That's what I do every time.
Siri's my best friend in the crafting world.
So here's the first one.
That looks
cute.
so good.
I love it.
I think I might use some spray. I feel like I pulled that tape up too fast. I got like a little bit of tape marks in the corner. So I might go grab my sublimation spray. But I think that turned out cute. It has that like holographic look on top of a holographic look. Overall, I like it. All right, I think I'll do Spooky Goose next because I saw a bunch of votes for that one. I think I'm going to make these
I will
for
say one thing.
my mom friends.
I will say one thing with those glitter pouches. because of the material itself, you always want to give it like really light pressure. Otherwise, you will get those marks in there. But yeah, that looks super cute. And they'll come right out anyway, so you can just little iron over it when you're done.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought too. I was like, super cute.
Now I'm using the acrylic blank next. This guy is one of the cool little keychains that we have on the website. So there's a lot of different shapes that you can use. This one is going to be actually the shape of a tumbler because I thought it'd be really cute to have a matching keychain with the tumbler.
So cute.
So some people said that Siri on their phone, when you said that, was trying to turn their timer on. So that's pretty good.
She can hear me everywhere.
That is funny.
All right.
Spooky
So
goose.
I taped all the way down the seam. And I do tape the top and bottom on mine. So I've done the top. Go ahead and do the bottom. I'm an over taper, and I realize that for the press. But I would rather use tape rather than have like my blank being wasted. So I would rather it.
And it's really like what you're comfortable with. Like if you have experience, like you have, and you've done it enough times to know, like what's going to work for you and what won't. So it's about using the techniques you see combined with what actually works.
Yeah, I feel like we all have our own technique and they all work. But it's like you just do it the way you've done it, right?
Exactly. Now, the only thing I don't remember is the last time we did these acrylic blanks. We did them a long time ago, huh, Jesse? And I don't remember the time or temp. But I know that we have a blog for it.
Give me 1 sec.
So if you could find that blog, and I'm going to presumptuously go to 375 because I know it's around here, and I'll let this start heating up while we look at the actual time and temp.
So Laura, someone asked for the files from Creative Fabrica. After this is over, Cori and I will grab those and we'll put those in the description below this video. So if you could give us like an hour or so and then come back, we'll have those linked for you because I did fail to link those before we got started.
Yeah, I was literally printing files 10 minutes ago.
Yes. Right. Literally just picked her files, so we didn't have time to do that.
And if you like, mine are also from Creative Fabrica, so I can link my file too for you.
Perfect. Yes. So give us your file. Okay. So I like to roll, and I'll make myself big here. So top and bottom are taped, but I want to make sure it's really tight. So I kind of like to roll that and just press down on both sides. And then for the seam, I just take a scraper and then make sure that's really tight. And I am using a press. Let's see what I decided on yesterday. It worked really well yesterday. So 370 for 45 seconds, and then I'm going to rotate in 45 more seconds.
Awesome. What were you going to say, Jesse?
So on our blog, we pressed it with the automatic heat press and not the mini press.
Right.
But it was done for 380 for 2 minutes.
380. All right. I do remember that. Yeah. But I wasn't going to get that big one out right now.
All right, Angie, give me another zoom in because this spooky goose is so stinking cute.
Let's see it. Oh my gosh.
Aww.
That's cute.
That is so cute. Oh my gosh. I really love how this one turned out. I was going to make these for my friends, but this one's mine. It's sublimated so nicely. I love how this looks.
Well, I mean, luckily they come in a 12-pack, right? So you can have a few for yourself in there.
Exactly. Awesome. All right, you can make the camera go back to everybody now.
Hold on, this is really hot.
No, I want you to interrupt what you're doing to for my whims.
I would have done that, but that was really hot, and I could not risk burning myself. One of my biggest fears, you all, is to burn myself on a live. So we try not to do that.
We cannot do it.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm trying to think about it. I'm like, I don't know if I have, but like, I don't know that I want to admit that without. Oh, there's wood behind me.
Yeah, I was like, you better knock on some wood.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, I know you guys mentioned that we outsource a lot of our products from China, and that Mark and John just went to visit. I will say, for anyone who's kind of interested in that process, we are airing that podcast tonight. So tonight, I want to say 6 p.m. Arizona time, which is just 4.5-ish hours from now. That'll be airing, and it's about an hour long, and it really just goes into kind of what they discovered while they were there, kind of the struggle about trying to source things in the USA as well, and that new initiative that they're starting where they are trying to get like things like our cutting boards from the US. So there are really some cool pointers that they go over in that, but that's a really fun listen to tonight.
If anybody's
perfect, that's my oven.
If anybody's interested as well, I chatted with John and Mark a couple months ago just about tariffs in general and sourcing things and all of that on my YouTube channel. I thought it was a really helpful discussion. So if you want to go to my YouTube channel, you should also watch that, because I feel like it was a really enlightening conversation with those guys. And I really appreciated them taking the time to chat with me about it.
And we can link.
Awesome.
Very loud. We can link to both of those below as well. Like after.
Yeah. We'll add those.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, my tumbler's done, but it's really, really hot, so I'm going to give it a minute to cool. While it's cooling, I think I'm just about at 380, so I'm about ready to press, but I'm using, again, the acrylic blank, and I'm actually going to go ahead and just sublimate the top of this, and then I'm going to use UV resin to add like a little coating to the back and make it glow. So it'll be super cool, but yeah.
Which shape are you doing? The tumbler shape one?
Yeah, I just wanted it to match my cup. Like in my head, I was like, okay, you sell the cup and you sell like a matching keychain. That way they have like a little set, you know?
Cute.
Yeah, I felt like those were so unique and super cute. So I, on the other hand, have hands of steel, Cori always says, and I just go ahead and peel my stuff hot.
She's like, I don't want to burn myself. And then she just like grabs that thing. And I'm like, yeah.
Then I'm just peeling this off. It's fine.
Jesse, how many seconds did you say again?
It was 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little while then.
Press.
All right, I'm trying the Hocus Pocus design because I want to see how the like variety of colors look.
Oh, that's awesome. Hocus Pocus is so fun. Well, I will say too, we're really excited for the crafting camp that's coming up. I know we do this like buzzword of the day thing, so that's actually going to be the buzzword for the next live. So when Mark or John pop up into our next live after this, that's what they have to say in order to potentially win some flow rewards. So I know that everybody is kind of familiar with what's going on with crafting camp, but if you guys want to kind of tell us a little bit more, I know we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, so that's true. So you can join us for Crafting for Profit Camp. It's October 9th through 11th, and you can get a free ticket. And we have 40 classes all about starting and growing your handmade business. And with your free ticket, MakerFlow has a coupon code within Crafting for Profit Camp. So technically, if you want to go ahead and sign up, grab your free ticket, head to camp, look in the sponsor coupon code area, you can get a coupon code today. So that's like secret. And enter, and when camp starts October 9th, you can enter to win a $250 gift card. So that's another bonus to go ahead and sign up for camp.
Yeah, so if you guys thought camp was just for, sending your kids away to, you're wrong. There's fun things involved with camp and coupons.
Absolutely not. We love having like a really fun environment for people to learn different things. Of course, this one is all about crafting for profit. Obviously, it's in the name. But we also do Sublimation Camp, and MakerFlow is in it as well. And you can still get an all-access pass. We don't have any free tickets to Sublimation Camp anymore, but you could get your all-access pass. And let me put that up real quick here.
Awesome.
So
I took
if
a
you
little peek at this guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's already starting to show through. You can't see the whole thing because it's like got that brown backing, but once we add the glitter and the glow, he's going to come through really nicely. But yeah.
Cute. Okay, so if you want to learn all things sublimation in a really fun way, Sublimation Camp is what we recommend for that. And we do have a coupon code for Sublimation Camp. Link is in the QR code description below the video. You can also head to link.craftingcamps.com/subaap. Use coupon code GetCrafty1 for $20 off. So, oh my gosh, you all look. So I'll make myself.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's so cute.
Brian asked, is the camp online? Yes, camp. All of our events are online. Oh my gosh, Angie.
It's so
That's
cute.
so cool.
Cute. All of our camps are online, so you can do them in your pajamas.
That's like an added bonus.
Yeah.
We're
I
the
did
ones-
notice on this glow in the dark one, like there's just like some residue, so I just clean it with like a damp cloth. Like, so don't freak out if there's a little residue on your tumbler. Just like a damp cloth, and the other one I made is perfect.
Awesome.
that
looks really cool.
Very cute.
Super cute. Okay, so this is the one I just made. Looks so good. This one I made yesterday because I wanted to show you the glow. And I have a video. I'm going to play it. But I want you to notice in the video that the white areas of this design are going to glow way more than the other areas. So let me play this really quickly. All right, here we go. So you can see the white areas glow way more than the other areas, the other colors. So as much white as possible in your design. So I wanted to like do that really quickly and show you, just like prove to you that the more white in your design, the better. And did you see that glow? It glows, it's amazing. And the box glows too. I didn't take a video of it, but the box glowed too. And I was just thrilled about that.
And that's a great call out. Thank you for saying that. Because that's a question that we get with the glow tumblers. How come it's not glowing? Because a lot of Halloween designs are like so dark, you know what I mean? But
yes.
Yeah, you need to have something light or white, and those are really going to be what glows through. So as long as you keep that in mind, you're going to have a really cool design.
That's awesome. Can I get another close up?
Oh, yep. Let's see.
It's all about me, Angie.
Maybe. Okay, what's your next design?
So I did this Hocus Pocus one.
Cute.
Oh, that's cute.
With all the different colors. I'm trying to like see if you can get it. Hard for me to get like just how
Nice.
iridescent this is on the camera. But it really is very sort of holographic. It's very cool. So really like how this turned out.
That's awesome. Yeah, and sometimes it's like that too. Like sometimes it shines so bright that the camera can't do it justice. You know what I mean?
I'm like, this looks gray. What's going on? I'm just gonna make all of these for fun, and I'm gonna pass them out to my mom friends at the school.
All right, so
you can.
Questions. Yes, Jane, the tumbler glows. So if I was to take this tumbler before I sublimate it into a dark room, it would glow. The entire thing would glow in the dark. And so when you put a design over the top that has some white in it, basically this white tumbler is coming through that, and the tumbler itself is glowing. So you don't need any special sublimation ink or anything to make it glow in the dark. It's the tumbler itself that is making that glow.
Exactly. And I'll say one thing that's kind of cool too. You can also engrave on those glow in the dark tumblers, which is super neat, because then you can just have like a name or something like that engraved onto it.
Damn,
as well.
I didn't need anything else to do before Halloween.
Angie and I both like were looked up from what we were doing and made the same like wait, what face.
Well, and if you're curious how it works too, we also have like the glow in the dark barrels for the pens, so you can always like test on something small. Like I know Danny did a really cool like Happy Holidays one where he did like snowflakes on the barrel of the tumbler, and that was super neat to glow in the dark, right?
So fun.
That's so much fun.
We get to have a lot of fun here.
All right, so I had another question. Can you make that kind of tumbler in the Cricut mug press? So I have done this kind of tumbler in the Cricut mug press. You do need these inserts that I purchased to make that happen. And let's see, I'm going to try to link. That's actually a paired comment, so I can't link to that in the comment section. I'll link to that in the description below this video. But if you want to search my YouTube channel for tumbler, it should really pop up. But I have done the 20 ounce. It's the 20 ounce skinny tumbler in the Cricut mug press. And Sam,
Okay.
tell us what is happening with this glow in the dark powder, because I need a better explanation on how to use it for myself.
Okay. All right. So don't mind me. I've been really quiet here because I've just been trying to make sure that I don't overflow this little acrylic blank, right? So basically, the way the glow in the dark powder works is it just mixes with like your UV resin, your epoxy. It's really cool to make like drips with, things like that. But the reason why I'm putting it on here is because the acrylic blanks are clear, right? So when you sublimate on them, it's really hard to see that image. But if you add like a backing to it, like something white, something a little bit off-white, anything like that, you can really see just the image a lot better. So I went ahead and I mixed our glow-in-the-dark powder because it gives it like a milky look almost, with a little bit of my, I want to say fairy dust, which is also a UV glitter. So I'm holding it in front of the UV light to kind of show you what I mean in a second. But it turns like purple under the UV light. So like the sun will do that too. But yeah, it's one of our kind of fun features in one of our glitters. But yeah.
John's in here. He said he's trying to ignore his meeting and watch the live instead.
Thanks, John. We appreciate your support.
Meeting.
We were just talking about you in your podcast.
Come on, who needs meetings? I mean, just skip it.
Just skip it.
Making Halloween crafts is much better than a meeting.
And then Jesse, if you want to flip it back to the other camera real quick. So see what I mean? How much better you can kind of see that now? Oops, if I'm in frame.
Oh, that's so cute.
Right? So
That's
before,
so
like you can barely see what it was. It was kind of clear, but now that we have that backing, you can really see what it is. So now I'm going to undo my cup and I'm going to have a matching little keychain to go with it.
So cute.
So now, also those would be super cute as like a charm for like the 40-ounce tumblers.
Exactly.
But as soon as you get this glow in the dark tumbler with the screw-on handle, as soon as those come in, John, maybe he's working on that in his meeting. Then you can put charms on your 20 ounces, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. He actually just said the meeting is about new product launches.
Oh, it
I'm
is
broken.
about new products.
He said so he's broken where to be.
We always love scoop. It's fine.
John, 15
Well, I will
years
tell you too.
What?
Yeah, if you guys haven't been following along, we've been putting a lot of teasers on our socials. So one thing that we're really excited about that's coming soon is going to be the whole laserette line. So if you were at Next Level Laser, you might have seen it in person. But basically, we're doing a whole kind of leatherette style line, but it's going to be specific to us. So it's going to be laserette, and they're super high quality. Everything's packaged really nicely. Really easy to engrave on. We were using the F1, I want to say, with luggage tags, and we got through so many of those. Did you guys get to see your luggage tags yet, by the way?
I got it yesterday. Opened it yesterday. So excited.
I did not get to see mine. I always get my mail last because I live at the top corner of the United States, and it just takes things a little longer to get here.
Gotcha.
I have one more I can show people, Angie.
Oh, yep. Flip you back.
I really like how
Aw.
the black looks on here. Like it's just really dark and so cute.
So that brings up a good point of like, I know I saw a comment that was like, they don't have a sublimation printer or they don't have a room for sublimation, but with that glitter pouch, that will look really great with infusible ink or something like that, where you cut it with your Cricut machine.
Yep.
Don't just think that glitter pouch is just for a sublimation printer. Like a single color design would look great with that.
It really does. I mean, this black really does look fantastic on here.
That's awesome. And I will say too, you can also do DTF on there. So we've done some really cool different images on there. And we actually just started a partnership with Ninja Transfers not too long ago. So if you don't have a printer that does stuff like that, you can always just go ahead and order a few prints, try it out if you like it without having to like really invest. And then if you do like it, that's something you know you want to try out. But yeah, check these guys out. Isn't that cute? Little matching set.
So cute.
And then the seam came out pretty nice too.
Yeah.
So this was no shrink wrap.
So
no shrink wrap at all. No ghosting. That's technically my seam there, but looks pretty good to me.
Okay, I'm going to get that from you, and then I'm going to do a video on it.
But yeah, it came out pretty good.
That looks so good.
So in that case, like a white background tumbler would be a good idea with the glow in the dark because the entire background would glow.
Exactly.
I'm trying a little something different because I wanted to be difficult, but
why not?
Well, I'm glad you did because I mean it really shows kind of the effect of having like those lighter colors or the white there, and what happens when you don't, because it shows the different variations of it. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I was choosing a design, and I was like, I really want to show that for someone who buys it, like you said, and they're like, this doesn't glow or it doesn't work right, but if you put a color over the top of it, no, it won't. So you do need something that, makes your design show through. So I just wanted to do something that would show that.
It's awesome.
Right. I've got another one. I am a
let's see
Halloween glitter pouch making machine. So this one is more like of a sort of gothic style.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cool.
I think that turned out really cute.
That's cute. I feel like those also are working well with any kind of design that has white in it, because the glitter shows through that white.
Yes.
So well, it shows with any color, but I feel like with the white, it really shows.
I think with these particular designs too, if you're doing sublimation on something that's not 100% polyester, Angie and I were working on a video earlier where she did a 65% polyester. These sort of like gothic, coquette designs work really well looking kind of vintage. So I think that these types of designs work really well for that. So I've got one.
Awesome. And I love that they're all just like on Creative Fabrica too, because like you could take that and you could even like, if you wanted just one of those little signs, you could just cut it out. You could even cut them all out individually, move them around the package. Like you have so many options with that, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I'm surprised that I got through mine so quick. Like I thought I was gonna have extra time.
So good. I was like, she's gonna take a long time to do two things and something with resin on it.
Angie and I are
that's what's so cool.
We're like resin newbies. At least, yeah. Every time I have to use resin, I'm like, what am I doing?
Well, I mean, and that's what's really cool. Like, so we do have some offerings on the site, kind of like what you guys are talking about, like people who don't have printers or people like who don't have their light or don't have their resin. Like we have little mini kits that you can get and you can kind of just try the craft without having to super invest into it. So like the UV resin kit, I want to say is maybe $65, and it comes with everything, like the light, it's got gloves, it's got the resin, it's got a bunch of different like molds, glitter, the wand, the bowl, the mat, everything that you need to really give it a try, see if you like it without having to make too much of a mess or a dent in your pocket. And then, you can kind of carry on.
I want to show off that mat really fast. I have mine just here.
Yeah. Someone asked.
And I was like, I don't have anything like this. And now I have something like this and I'm really excited about it. So this is their UV resin mat. And it's really, I mean, you could do a lot of crafts on it, but it has like a sort of sticky back. So when you put it on the table, it doesn't shift around. And it just like the resin will clean right up off of it or whatever you're doing. Like, I feel like it's just a really, really cool option to keep your work surface more clean.
Exactly. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I actually was using that mat for sublimating too. So I've got it right here. Nice. This mat is my MakerFlow mat. Now, and I just have a cutting board underneath it.
So is it heat resistant?
It is. It's heat resistant. So we were actually using these when we did the Pinners conference. We would have these over with our heat presses. So that's kind of how we figured out that they would work. I will say you don't want to constantly be heating them up all day. Like they won't last like that. But for a couple quick little projects like this, I was heating this for 2 minutes without any issues.
Could you use it as like a hot glue gun pad then? Would it clean up pretty well with the hot glue gun? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yes, do you sell the mat separately or just in the kit? Someone's asking.
Yeah, we sure do. So the mat comes separately, or it'll also come with the UV lamp itself. So you get it for free with the lamp, or you can buy it a la carte.
Okay. And then I saw a couple questions like, where do you get the tumblers? Everything we're using today is from MakerFlow. So you can shop MakerFlow for all the supplies. So we have a link in the description below the video. The QR code heads to MakerFlow. You can head to link.crackingcamps.com/shop MakerFlow, and you can search their site, buying the supplies we're using plus lots of other things that you may not even know you need it.
Yeah, and if you guys are admiring these handled beauties over here, so right now only the powder coated ones are available on the site, which are great for engraving or UV DTF. But as of Thursday morning at 8 a.m., I believe, these are going to be launching. So you'll be able to get them in the classic white or the shimmer. Just like with those shimmery pouches, they add that little glittery effect to the background. But they're perfect for sublimation, and with that handle that just detaches and lands in the same spot every time, it's perfect for your full wraps. Easy to craft with. It's going to be a game changer for your business, Yeah,
absolutely. I wanted to say last year I engraved on some of your charcuterie boards and with my laser, and I feel like I've never made anything that looks so professional in my entire life. I pulled them out of there and was like, this looks like a several $100 custom charcuterie board. It was like nice. The quality is so good, and it engraved so beautifully that I was blown away by the quality of those boards. And we now use them. Sorry, there's like a gnat or something in here. We now use them like anytime we have charcuterie, we pull it out, and it's super fun.
Well, I will tell you too, I don't know if you've tried it, but you can also technically engrave on the boxes. So my friend Betsy in A More to Create, she posted that on a few of her videos, but you can like engrave like a bow, a name, things like that to really kind of personalize a little further.
Sam, like I'm supposed to be checking things off my to-do list. And
you're adding so many things to my to-do list.
Like, that's not okay. So someone's asking, can you tell me where MakerFlow ships to right now? Because someone's asking.
Absolutely. So we ship to pretty much everywhere. Everything on the site will ship within the 48 contiguous. There's a few items that we can't ship overseas or that we can't ship by air. So those are a little bit more difficult. So like I want to say the resin, the epoxy, those are the ones that have the most restrictions. But as far as like shipping to other countries, pretty much everything except for the resin epoxy and then the things that you have to plug in. But within the US, we ship everywhere, and we're based out of Chandler, Arizona. I will tell you a little secret. We are updating our shipping times. On the site, we say 2 days, but internally, we strive for 1 day. So we do our best to get things out, within a really quick time frame, as long as you don't place it at the very end of the day, you know what I mean? But we try to get things out really quick, and they're always shipped by someone who you probably know at MakerFlow. We have our little stickers on the boxes too, so we encourage accountability and visibility.
My box is not closed, but the stickers are so cute that come on.
All right, one more close up, Angie.
Oh yeah. There you go. It wouldn't grab it.
Busy making spooky choices.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so cute.
I think that one's for Jesse.
Spooky choices.
Like and then somebody asked me which laser I use to engrave my cutting boards, and I'm like 95% sure I used the X-Tool S1, which is my favorite diode laser of all the diode lasers I have. But you could use a CO2 laser as well. I think you could easily. I mean, I engraved your boxes really easily in my little M1 Ultra, so I have all the lasers.
Yeah, we're even able to use like the F1, like the little baby guy, on all of those cutting boards and get really successful results.
So I used the thing is the F1 Ultra. I've used on your wood boxes, as well as that We Create Lumos that came out. You can like put a little shield on it, and I could do a big box with it. So literally any laser, I feel like.
We create lumos, you like walk around and you can just like put it up against something because it has like
So if you have a laser, I feel like you can use these wood boxes and charcuterie. I can't say charcuterie, by the way, so we're just gonna skip.
You just did it.
You did. You just nailed it. That time you're saying you can't set it.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the beauty of the products. It's like you guys were talking about how they're all consistent and we focus on quality. Pretty much once you work out the settings, like those settings are going to work every time on that product. So it's really consistent. Yes, Jesse.
Yeah, you guys have really consistent.
So Roseanne had a question. Does MakerFlow do the UV DTF stickers? They need a 12 by 12 UV to stick on the back of a trailer.
They said, do we do UV DTF stickers? They need a 12 by 12. Absolutely. So we just started a partnership with Ninja Transfers. So you can go to our website. There's a whole tab for it. It says UV, DTF, and resin, I want to say is the category. So if you go there, you'll be able to pick between DTF or UV DTF, and you can build your own gang sheet. You can do one-off, or you can even just upload your sheet if you already have it planned out.
Angie and I both partner with Ninja Transfers as well. They are a title sponsor for Crafting for Profit Camp coming up. We love them. Highly recommend their transfers. So we can give both MakerFlow and Ninja Transfers a shout out here because we love working with both of those companies. And
they're so nice too.
They're so nice. I feel like
we did a live with them once and we had the best time.
I feel like no matter what, like Angie and I are just not going to work with people who aren't nice. Like if I have a meeting with somebody and the vibe is off, I'm like, no. So I'm not going to work with nice people.
I need a close up now. Hold on.
Oh, you can have a close up.
Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
So
is that for Hazel?
This one's for Hazel. She's 5.
So cute.
She's gonna love that.
She's gonna love it. Okay, I did see a question, Sam, about the glow in the dark powder. Do you have a blog post, a video, something that goes in a little more in depth into that powder and how to use it?
I don't know that we have a post specifically, but okay. I know we have a lot of stuff on our YouTube going over the glow powder. We've used it in a bunch of our lives. We might be able even to clip something from today's live and kind of have something together for you guys. But if it's not there, just send us a message on any of our platforms and we will make it happen for you.
Perfect. That is the other thing about MakerFlow is they are some of the most helpful people that you will ever come across when it comes to their products. So that's one of the things I love. Somebody asked if you could, if I could sublimate on both sides. Absolutely. They're the same on each side. So I could easily sublimate on the back.
Yeah, and basically any questions that anyone has, like just ask us, because if we don't know the answer, that means we get to figure it out, and we'd love to figure that out. You know what I mean? Like it's fun crafting, right?
It is. I want to do. Gosh, how many videos can we fit in before Halloween? That's the question.
I want to do all the Halloween crafts. Okay, and you did mention that you also have glow in the dark tumbler barrels for your pens and pencils. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the chambers are basically the same size for both, so they're interchangeable. So you can get a pack of those chambers, and you can switch it out between your pen or your pencil. They can all have different outfits, or they can share. It's up to you.
Okay, so I just wanted to mention the pens and pencils. Their product is again very unique. Interchangeable barrels. They are super easy to like take apart, put back together, super easy to sublimate. You can use that same tape technique that Sam used with where you just tape around. You don't have to use shrink wrap. So very unique, and you can change your pen or pencil barrel with the seasons, which is awesome.
And with the pencils, it comes with like 6 different colors of eraser. So you can like really, customize the pencil if you're selling them, especially. You're like, okay, I love how this looks. You can kind of customize your designs to the color of the eraser. And I feel like that creates an even more
like I have the pencil here, but I don't have the packaging. But another one with the packaging where you can easily take it apart, put it back together to sell those pens and pencils. So yeah, I always have when I MakerFlow pencils beside me.
Somebody mentioned,
and that was just one of those things where they just kept having people complaining, you know what I mean, about taking those pens apart, about the springs going everywhere. How do you get it back together? So this removes all of that for you. You can literally just untwist the nose and then take the thing off you need to craft with and then put it right back together. That's it.
It's really great. Somebody talked about maybe doing with the glow in the dark powder that you have, doing glow in the dark Christmas ornaments, which I think could be super, super fun.
Oh yeah, because you could absolutely do it just like I did with this little acrylic blank. You could sublimate the acrylic blank because we have circles, you know what I mean? Like they're perfect little ornament shapes. You could sublimate it, let it cool off, and then go ahead and do your resin on the back with the glow powder and then a little bit of the fairy dust, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
I was thinking glow in the dark bookmarks.
Yeah.
Golden.
See?
Absolutely.
Angie, I have like all these, literally a pile of acrylic bookmarks sitting over here.
Add it to your list because I think that's an exciting idea.
And today's live, our list grew this big.
Sam added this many things to my to-do list. It's fine.
Well, yeah, you guys are right. Like there's so many things you can do. So why not explore it and see, what the full potential is of everything, right?
Absolutely. I feel like there's just like you kind of like dip your foot into sublimation and then you realize just how big the waters are, right? Like at first you're like, I can make a t-shirt, which is great, but there is so much more.
So Sam,
Absolutely.
Is your glow in the dark true flat?
There's not glow in the dark true flat, but I will tell you last year for Halloween.
And I was a little excited if that was going to be something that happens.
I don't know if they have it. I know we don't carry it yet from them if they do.
Okay.
I think they just launched like cherry, like a few new colors.
Okay.
What were you gonna say,
Cherry is
Jesse?
the newest one, but it was from Ryan. I think he was suggesting to try like using the powder to make it outdoor.
So we did make like a spooky ghost house. I want to say with Auntie Tay when we did a live with her. And what I did was I sublimated like a spooky house onto like a shape, like a circle. And then I used UV resin to like fill in like the windows or like the doorway. So I did that with the glow powder so that it would like light up, right?
Killing me. My gosh. Like my brain.
Stop it. Everyone needs this glow powder.
There's so much fun stuff you can do with it, really. Like honestly, I think Jesse's grabbing me our little thing right here. Yeah. It still glows from last year. But yeah, so this is it. It's just a tiny little spooky house.
Here. Let's see.
I think Jesse's gonna help me out. Okay, so it's this guy, right?
Oh my goodness. Stop
so when I do this, see how it really just glows? I did it in the fence too, so that the fence would glow. Is that nice?
Oh, stinking cute.
So cute.
Oh my gosh. I have these like little Christmas houses that are kind of similar to that. And I now want to do like a little spooky village.
And like, did you see how long it kept glowing, right? Like just with a quick hit of the light.
Yeah, if you want to do glow in the dark stuff, you have to charge your glow in the dark ink or whatever it is. And so I highly recommend getting a UV flashlight because if you are trick-or-treating and even if you're wearing like a glow in the dark shirt, it's not going to glow the entire time you're trick-or-treating. So you're going to need to like charge yourself so you can,
yeah.
And the flashlight's a little bit easier to carry around than the kind of big
just
light.
Take the whole lamp.
Whole lamp.
Kathy said, my brain is hurting with so many terrific ideas. Mine too, Kathy.
Mine too. Angie and I are gonna like get off this call and have to schedule some more. Maybe we could schedule some crafting time together and we can make it one video instead of two each. Oh my goodness. How fun is that? These are great.
Yeah, we got through a lot of spooky things today.
We did. Sam, I think they're only allowed to join us like once a quarter because my brain can't handle more than that.
Yeah, you give me a good idea, Sam. That's fine though.
Look, it's John's fault. Don't blame me.
John. Always a problem.
I feel like you're the creative force behind this though.
I do have a lot of fun. I feel very fortunate to be where I am because you guys are right. Like there's a lot of fun to be had in the crafting community. And if you just keep it light, you kind of, you share your information with each other. Like you're just going to keep growing your skills. You're going to learn together and, have a lot of fun while you're at it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay. I feel like we've answered all the questions. Thank you, Sam, for joining us and making some Halloween crafts. I'm super excited about my tumblers, you all. They turned out so good. Yeah. So, and I do want to say these sublimated so good. I don't know what magic that John makes them put on these, but they sublimated really good. So I'm very excited.
All right, friends, if you have any other questions that we didn't answer, go ahead and leave them in the comments of the video and we can catch up later. Angie and I will go through and add all of our, and Sam, we can add all of our Creative Fabrica links so that you guys can get these files if you want them. We will also add links. There was one other link we were going to add to crafting camps.
I'll scrub back through and make sure, but yes, I'll add lots of links.
We'll have the podcast links for your podcast and for Mike and John's podcast.
Yeah, podcast is one of them. So yes, I will add all the links. And if there's a link I missed, drop down to the comment section below the video. Let us know, and we will fix that as soon as possible. All right, so if this is not your sign to make some Halloween sublimation crafts, I don't know what is. Like this was such a good time on the live. Tons of ideas, make use on spooky Halloween sublimation crafts. I know you are going to love them.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.